It's how to sell cows on Farming Simulator 25. So I've got the meadow here that's on this start game in Riverbend Springs, and I've added a few cows here. So what we're going to do is just sell them. So all you need to do is have some form of meadow or sort of cow shed or something like that, where you have this option here where you can open the animal dialogue. And there are two ways to sell cows in Farming Simulator 25. So the first one is you can sell them directly here and do no work, no transporting or anything. You can just instantly sell them, but you have to pay a little fee for doing that. So up the top left hand side, if you hit open animal dialogue, you'll come to this area here. And what is easy to miss is this on the left hand side. So this one means you're buying, this one means you're selling. So if you go to this one, I can see what I own. So I've got 13 of these little brown Swiss ones that are no months old, dead cheap, and 3 Angus 18 months. Now if I want to sell these, I simply select it here, and then I can choose how many I want to sell. Now the important thing to note is this: there's a fee on top of the price that you're offered. And it says a transport fee is applied if you do not transport the animals with your own livestock trailer. So that's important to note. So the thing that you've got to kind of juggle, I suppose, is the cost of the trailer. Is it worth you buying a trailer to be saving that fee on each animal, and of course the time to transport it to the trailer? So if you just want to pay the transport fee, easy enough, you can just say how many you want to sell. So we'll say we want to sell 2 here. You can see each one, we're paying that £100 fee. So if I want to sell them, I just choose this here and we are done. It says, do you want to sell 2 animals for £1,646? Yes, I do. The animals have been sold. So that's good. But what about if we wanted to sell more of them and we want to save that fee? What's our options? So if we hit P and have a little look at the shop, there's a couple of different areas that you can look at. So if you look at the packs here and look at the animals, there are transports for animals here, and there's this silver star here that will take 12 cows or 36 pigs or 38 sheep at a go. So that's quite a chunky one, but it is a whopping 125,000. And even if you go to lease it, it's still going to cost you a lot of money. So if I'm only selling 2 cows, this makes no sense, because you can see it's going to cost me 6,375 just for that. And then I'm probably going to want a big old sort of truck here to drag it along. So this is a further, what was that, 110,000. So you're like, ow. But if you're going to be dealing with a lot of animals and you're going to be moving them regularly, then maybe that's worth it. Now, before you do that, though, there is an in-between option as well. So if you look at the vehicles here and then have a little look down all the way through here until you get down to animals, you'll see there is a smaller one that we can go with. So animal transport. So this one is only for horses, so don't buy that one because you ain't going to fit a cow in it. But this one, you can take the cows in, 6 of them, and this will only set you back 25,000. It's also a lot easier to manage as well. So we can see there's the trailer there, and if we lease it, it would cost 1,275. So again, if you're only going to sell 2 cows, it doesn't make sense. But if you're going to be regularly buying and selling, this could easily pay for itself. But this is, of course, you got to bear in mind this is the regular cost to hire it. So you may want to buy it outright, depending on how much work you're going to do. You get the idea. But I will show you this at the moving cows in a moment. So I'll just get this. This will then go to the shop. Now, the other upside with that one is you could drag that with a tractor that you already own to save yourself a bit of money. So I've got a tractor here. I'm just going to dump that off of there and dump that off of there too. And then I'll just send that off to the shop. There's a quick way of transporting something to the shop as well. So if you just jump out your tractor like this, right, and if you just run away from it, then have a little look at your map where that tractor is. So you can see there it is. Select it. And if you choose reset, that'll be sent straight to the shop. And the upside of that now is if I tab to the shop, there is my little trailer. I will also show you that I've got the big trailer as well, just to show you the size difference. You might have seen it there at the animal dealer. So I'll just pop this on here. And we should see this will be able to attach and tow that. But of course, it depends on how much stuff you put in it. But you can see that's a lot easier to manage than if we go and have a little look at the animal dealer. This whopping big trailer. So that's the big one, the far more expensive one. Looks wicked, but it is huge to transport, as you can see there. That is quite hard to move around, particularly around tight corners, and your farm is pretty tight, but that one's going to transport far more stuff. So I'll move the other one back to the meadow and just show you how we would then load the trailer and also come back to here and load them off here. So now we're coming up to the meadow. If I drive forward, if you have a little look up the top left-hand side, you'll see that when we're in position, we get that open animal dialogue. So if we hit the R button there, then we can see. So we've got the option here. These are the cows that are ready to move on to here. So we've got one Angus here. I've got 4 of these brown Swiss ones and the little baby ones as well. So this one's worth the most amount of money. So if I wanted to select that, I could just go select like so, and it'll say, do you want to move it to the trailer? Yes. So we'll say, yep. And then these ones as well, I'll say I want to move all 4 of those as well. Move to the trailer, yep. And then all I need to do is drive off to the animal dealer. So if you have a little look at the map, the nearest animal dealer to this place is somewhere over here. I'm trying to remember where the heck it is. Is it here? There we go. There's the animal dealer. So tag that place if you're not sure where it is, but it's right opposite where the shop is. And then we just drive off there. So you can see up the top left-hand side, you see we've got that little indicator showing me where to go. So 580 meters. So I'll just drive there and just show you selling them, or you know, how to sell the cows on Farming Simulator 25. This method, which obviously takes you a little bit longer, but you get the idea. So you can see we're just coming into the animal dealer here, and it's nicely marked as to where we need to unload these. So we just move into this area here, and you'll see again top left hand side we've got open animal dialogue. So we hit R for that. Then we can buy animals here, but you don't want to be doing that. You want to be selling them. So there's the sell one, and we can say, look, I want to sell that. You can see I've got no transport fee because I've sent it here myself. So we go select and then sell that, and it says, do you want 923? Yes, I do. And then we could do the same with these 1, 2, 3, 4, sell, and that is all done. So we've avoided the transport fee. But like I say, that only makes sense if you're going to be doing this a lot. While you're here, you could stock up with your little 0-month ones if you wanted to avoid those fees as well. So if you're kind of buying and selling regularly, it's going to make sense. But there you go. That's how to sell cows on Farming Simulator 25. I hope that helped you out. If it did, give us a thumbs up, please. That's much appreciated. Any comments welcome. If you need more help with the game, do let me know with what. And please subscribe to the channel. I've got lots of plans for Farming Simulator 25, but would love your input as to what you'd like to see. Thanks so much.